Well, on the screen, you see a woman who's faced her own adversities. She's came through everything with flying colors. They can't beat this woman inside the octagon. So, what's the goal? To try to beat this woman outside the octagon. How successful were these people? Stay tuned. All right. LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. And guys, Cris Cyborg. See, the reason why I like Cris Cyborg is because she keep it real. Cris Cyborg keep it 1,000. And she always put it out there. See, they're very, very smart when it comes to this media game. And I got to admit, Ray Ellaby is giving Cris Cyborg the perfect game plan to do this thing, to do the darn thing. So Cris Cyborg, she came out in the media and she said basically, look, I don't mind fighting Amanda Nunes, but on one condition, that the featherweight division must thrive. So basically, it's ultimatum time. It's ultimatum time. So Cris Cyborg will fight Amanda Nunes, no problem. But there needs to be a featherweight division. I can't blame her. And I completely 1000% agree with this. So to all these people who, these are fake Amanda Nunes fans, because we know that these folks, these people in the media, all these like fly-by-night fans, we know that they were never fans of Amanda Nunes. Okay, we know this. These people, they don't like Amanda Nunes, but they just hate Cyborg worse. So now everybody's on the Amanda Nunes bandwagon. Isn't that something? But anyway, we know, okay? We know that Cris Cyborg clearly said I'll fight her. So that whole thing that Cris Cyborg is ducking Amanda Nunes, debunked. Debunked. Which I knew she wasn't afraid to fight Amanda Nunes. Okay, back to the video. Now, let's look at this right here, okay? So Cris Cyborg on her Twitter, she produced this list, okay? And this is the featherweight rankings. Now, oh boy, I disagree with this ranking completely. I disagree with all of this. Like, wow. Where do I start? Where do I start with the featherweight rankings? I mean, let's get at this, okay? Okay, Julia Budd, I can agree with that, okay? I can agree with Julia Budd. I can agree partly with Jermaine Durandame. I can agree with that. I can't agree with Holly Holm, and I can't really agree with the Tanya Evinger ranking because Evinger hasn't really been a true featherweight. She's not a true featherweight. So Tanya Evinger needs to be off the list because she's going to go back to bantamweight. Tanya Evinger, this was a one-shot deal for Tanya. Okay, she fought at featherweight because she needed to get into the UFC. That's real talk, okay? And Tanya is very small, okay? She's small compared to these featherweights, so no. I don't include Tanya Evinger, okay? I disagree that Holly Holm is ranked ahead of Megan Anderson, okay? Hear me out. Megan Anderson, she fights, okay? This is her weight class. She fights there. She's undefeated. Okay, no, she's not undefeated, sorry. She's been fighting in that weight class. She's got more wins in that weight class than Holly Holm. But for some reason, Holly Holm is ranked ahead of Megan Anderson. And Holly Holm been losing. Holly Holm is 0-2 in the featherweight division. She's 0-2. Ah, man, come on. I mean, it just gets crazy, man. It gets crazy the love that the media have for Holly Holm, and it's just crazy. Holly Holm shouldn't even be in the top 5. She shouldn't be in the top 10. I don't care if the opponents were very tough. That don't mean anything, okay? No. Okay. Arlene Blencowe. I agree with that ranking. I actually think Arlene Blencowe probably, I think Cindy Dandois need to be ranked ahead of Megan Anderson. And I think that Arlene Blencowe need to be ranked right under Megan Anderson. That's my opinion, okay? You know, I agree with Pam Sorensen. Ediane Gomez, yeah, I agree with that. Gabrielle Holloway, I disagree. I think Gabrielle Holloway should be ranked number 10, okay? This is her division. She fights at this division. She's built her career off this division. So there it is, okay? Alexis Dufresne, I think that she should be ranked a little bit higher. But all in all, guys, this is a good list. Now, could you imagine what the featherweight division would be if these fighters, let's say 80% of these fighters, could actually be in the UFC fighting? Why not? I tell you right now, Gabrielle Holloway, don't let the record fool you. Gabrielle can fight, and she got a chin. And see, remember I keep telling y'all that styles match up. The styles make fights. I give y'all that analogy, you know, from my friends at 10 Players. I give y'all that analogy about the lion, the mongoose, and the cobra. You know how, like, the cobra can beat a lion? Okay, a cobra can easily beat a lion can beat a mongoose, but a mongoose will strangle a cobra, simply because of how the styles match up. Gabrielle Holloway and Cris Cyborg, you know their styles, they match up. It's a tough fight. It's actually a tough fight. And that fight probably, you know what, I don't know, but I think some leather will be thrown in that fight. So, I mean, could you imagine if the UFC could get some of these people? Okay, put some of these women in a tough contest, because shout out to my man, BTR. Shout out to my man, BTR. He pointed this out. You know, Dana White can travel all across the country for picking a fight. He can have a, you know, a 125-pound tournament, but he's made no effort, guys. He's made zero effort in actually building the featherweight division. Guys, I done already told y'all, the featherweight division was not designed for Cris Cyborg. And all you people, oh, well, she got a belt, and she got this, she got a super fight. No, it was not designed for Cris Cyborg. Folks, I'm telling y'all, this featherweight division was designed for Megan Anderson. And it definitely wasn't designed for Amanda Nunes. No, they're not going to do Amanda Nunes any favors. Stop it. They're not going to do that. Okay? Amanda Nunes, basically, she fought her way to the top. And Cris Cyborg put it out there. She said, look, no disrespect to Amanda. She said, but Amanda got TKO'd by Kat Zingano, got beat by Alexis Davis. And Cris Cyborg said, what do you think I'll do to those fighters? What do you think I'll do to those fighters? And I think Cris is right. Let's read this article, guys. Let's read this article what Cris Cyborg is talking about. Let's read it. Okay, it says the last time Cris Cyborg went on record about a possible fight against Amanda Nunes, she was apprehensive about it, saying she would rather defend the women's 145-pound belt against the next contender. Specifically, the champion feels obligated to ensure that the women's featherweight division continues to exist. You know, I agree with that. Why have this division, okay, if you're not going to populate it with featherweights? She's not afraid of Amanda Nunes. She's already saying she's not. Okay, now let's scroll down. Okay, Cyborg says, I want to fight her on a big event card. Cyborg said, a big card that can sell pay-per-views. Amanda, she did almost 100 pay-per-view buys. She's not changing my career at 145. Anything beating her, she doesn't sell pay-per-view. Okay, super fight. She's not Conor McGregor. Agreed. Agreed. The numbers don't lie. The numbers are not lying, okay? See, again, does Cris Cyborg say I won't fight her? No, she don't say that. She says, if I get in here and beat Amanda Nunes, what is that going to do for my career? Okay. She said, I don't think Amanda's a big draw. One thing, when I was world champ in Strikeforce, Amanda started training, started punching bags, Cyborg said. They say she was supposed to fight at 145. No, Amanda could never get close to the fight for the belt at 145 in Strikeforce. Okay, now, here's Cyborg. Alexis beat her. TKO. Kat Zingano beat her. She had a lot of fights she's supposed to do now. But what has she done at 145? Nothing. I mean, I can answer that question. Nothing. Cyborg don't have to. She hadn't fought. Amanda Nunes has been the dominant force at bantamweight. This is no disrespect to Amanda Nunes, but these are facts. Cyborg not disrespecting Amanda. These are facts. Okay? They can call this fight a super fight, Cyborg said. You can fight anyone, make 6 numbers, you know? But okay. If Dana likes to do a big event in a big card, okay, let's do July. Let's do Vegas. The 29-year-old Nunes saw action at UFC 215 last September in a rematch against Valentina Shevchenko. She won the fight via split decision, making her successful title defense. Okay, all of that's true, okay? So, what Cyborg is spitting at you are facts, okay? And Amanda hadn't fought since September, y'all. Let's see, how many months is that? September, October, November, December, January. She fought 4 months ago. And she can't find an opponent at bantamweight. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. And part of it, too, I just think that they're trying to screw Amanda Nunes over, too. Like, I think Nunes is getting screwed over. She's getting screwed over as well. They can't find a... What you mean? She's the champion? You can't find nobody to fight her? Stop, man. Stop. So, the only other opponent you got is the featherweight champion. Y'all see where I'm going with this? That's why Cris Cyborg and Amanda Nunes on the no-love list. That's why. Nah. See, they would dare not try to have a tournament and get some of these women in there. Because let me tell you all the people on this list that's done called out Cyborg, okay? Let's look, okay? Cindy Dandois has called out Cyborg. Arlene Blencowe called out Cyborg, and she called her out when I interviewed her right on my channel. Arlene Blencowe says, I want Cyborg. Pam Sorensen called out Cyborg. Edie Ann Gomez called out Cyborg. Gabrielle Holloway wants a piece of Cyborg. She already beat Charmaine Tweet. And Leah Letson said, hey, if I don't fight at bantamweight, and when I get my experience up, I want a piece of Cyborg. You got all these fighters, they want to fight Cyborg, but we don't want to build a division because everybody is blinded by what the media is saying. We're blinded by Dana White. But the truth is right here. Cyborg done spit these facts. There's no coming back from this. There's no debunking this, okay? Cris Cyborg has spit facts. Amanda getting screwed as well. I mean, what is Amanda? Amanda's not a featherweight. Yeah, we can say she fought at that division before, but what happened? You know, she got beat badly. So now, okay, Amanda is dominating the bantamweight division. Now all of a sudden there are no opponents to fight Amanda Nunes? Stop it. This is game, set, match for Cris Cyborg. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.